Hiromu sees Windy City Right as a big opportunity. In one of those big singles matches coming up. We've got more card announcements coming for Chicago, by the way, tomorrow. Stay tuned for that one. But Hiromu Takahashi sees Tetsuya Naito and John Moxley positioned at the top of that card, and he thinks that he and Mustafa Ali can, have the match of the night, even with stiff competition.
Yeah, potentially so. Hiromu Takahashi's also had some words shared about wanting to challenge for championship gold outside the ranks of New Japan Pro Wrestling, but feels before he makes any shot of that nature, has to build up a winning streak.
Well, hey, you beat Mustafa Ali, you've got a shot at that TNA X Division Championship, no doubt about it.
Absolutely right. Here's Shoma Kato, going to be looking for the tag here to Katsuya Murashima. Murashima wants in on this match for the first time, and he's got it.
Yeah, I've been out with some of the Hontai boys with Murashima and Shoma Kato on Young Lion's social duty, so to speak. And it's always Kato the most relaxed, Murashima constantly in a state of panicking. Sure. I got everybody's drinks ready, is anybody mad at me? He's so skittish. But hopefully he can unleash some of that nervous energy here tonight against Bushi.
Well, you can definitely see a lot of that anxiety inside the ring. Much more cool, calm, and collected is Bushi, who makes it to that bottom rope. Shoma Kato and Katsuya Murashima recognizing their place within New Japan Pro Wrestling, as the Noge Dojo Young Lions typically do. It's all about building up results, building up victories. Bolton Oleg's managed to do so over this tour, scoring victory for his team in multi-man tag team competition a couple of times throughout the past 12 minutes.
Ichiban Meat Boy, very impressive.
You need your hats off to the Young Lions in this opening match. They've held their own so far. They've taken a bit of a beating, but happy to dish it out.
See the reddening on the chest of Shoma Kato. Going to be feeling that tomorrow if he's not feeling it right now. As the double drop. Victory over Great O'Khan once again in multi-man tag competition could do so.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering, Great O'Khan, it felt as much as Tangaloa beating him, it felt like Great O'Khan lost that match rather than Tangaloa won it. I almost feel like Tangaloa was surprised that he did beat Great O'Khan, and that maybe showed itself in his performances down the stretch. But now that he's set his sights on the KOPW Championship, now he's able to build a foundation and focus on this title match whenever it may be.
Well, it's Great O'Khan also in previous post-match comments saying that Tonga Loa is incapable of winning any matches outside of the tag team field. And of course, a multiple-time IWGP tag team champion is Tonga Loa. Tama Tonga's not around anymore, and it seems as a new chapter Tonga Loa wants to take on as a singles competitor.
Tonga Loa has had his history, of course, knee issues, has been told in the past that his career may be over already, and having his brother retire from New Japan competition, that has you asking the difficult questions. That's why this KOPW match could be so important for the future of Tangaloa.
Great O'Khan would accept that challenge. Told Tangaloa by the end he'll be crying on the shoulders of his brothers, as Ishii and Taguchi looking to clean house here of United Empire. United Empire really hasn't felt like it's been entirely on the same page. Great O'Khan fairly indifferent to the claims of leadership to TJP. Jeff Cobb completely opposite of TJP, saying there is no leadership whatsoever, and really taking a bit more of a lone wolf approach, the way that United Empire, the genesis of United Empire became.
As Gino's mates laid out in front of us here, I think that none of these guys have been the same ever since that dog pound cage match, and it's not just because Will Ospreay left. It was the physical and the mental hammering nature of that matchup. That's why we haven't seen most of the War Dogs since then. Right. I think that's a good idea to keep.
Pay for that mistake.
Hey, he very well may, as Cobb sends Nicholls right into the corner. Whoa, there's a splash. And we're going pillar to post, folks.
Well, you want to talk to Prince of Pace, Cobb showing his own.
Definitely a hell of a speedster. Mixed with the strength, leads to victory. Jeff Cobb, will we see? It's two.
It's one of the great things about Cobb. He's not only built like an absolute brick, but he's able to just pick up speed whenever he wants. And
that's it. Force is mass times acceleration. It's just pure, simple silence. And there is no one more forceful than Jeff Cobb.
Oh, Zack. Zack's got Jeff Cobb exactly where he wants him, but Cobb still with that advantage. Feet planted firmly on the ground. Might be able to power up Sabre Jr. here. Oh, and he's got him.
Oh.
There's a reason they call him the Imperial Unit.
Yep.
Cobb just kept Zack midair that whole time. The strength is incredible on Cobb.
You know who coined that Imperial unit? Me. Whoa, it's just not fair.
Tell us more about yourself, Chris.
I should get more royalties, that's what I'm saying. You know.
That would pay us first.
How dare you? I'm not going to feed
That's
into your,
fine.
I'm not going to feed into your shirt budget.
Cobb catching the kick there from Zack.
Jeff Cobb, big fan of Gino's shirt. Hold up, here we go. Thought out the spin cycle, but that's not going to happen.
The awareness of Zack there just to lock it in underneath Cobb's chin. Cobb just muscled out of it.
It's that huge net coming to help Jeff Cobb.
And Sabre Jr., tornado DDT. Really had to reach for it there on Cobb, but got it in the end. And everyone's going to be looking for the tag here. Zack Sabre. You do realize talking is part of the job. When fighting is part of theirs, we're getting into six-man tag team action here tonight. Already getting the jump on are Togi, Makabe, Yoshi-HASHI, and Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Was trying to say it earlier on. Hiroyoshi Tenzan, returning from knee surgery on this series, says that he's feeling very, very well, that he's happy that the fans are excited to see him back in action as the bell sounds more officially underway.
I think Tenzan also very motivated by his mate Satoshi Kojima being MLW World Heavyweight Champion. A great event, Intimidation Games, I think, coming up March 29th. Over on your thrillers or your trites or whatever they call it these days.
Oh, it's a big shot by Gabe Kidd there to Makabe. You got to give it to Gabe Kidd. He definitely doesn't hold back. He goes to the biggest dog in the match. We just found out why Makabe still is one of the most scariest opponents to have in New Japan.
And Yoshi-HASHI going right after KENTA, and Yoshi-HASHI sent directly into that barricade. Said that he has his eyes set on the Define World Championship, and of course is the Defy World Championship. KENTA has a challenger coming up very, very soon. Philadelphia weekend. And Gringo Loco says, hey, if I make it past Gringo Loco, I have no problem giving Yoshi-HASHI a shot, Taichi a shot, but I really don't think you deserve it.
Big shot by Gabe again.
Can't do that to a former IWGP heavyweight champion.
Yeah, no one swears better than Makabe Walker. Makabe hates Bullet Club, Gino. You know that.
How dare you? I'm going to hold that for you. Can I smell it? Oh. Yeah, lush. I can smell it.
Well, of course, that's the new T-shirt released on.
I'm going to wear it.
And I'm really liking these House of Torture guys. I think that there's a lot of success that we can have with one of them.
Oh boy, House of Torture, Jack Perry, Chicago.
Oh.
I hope we've trained our security staff, geez.
Oh no.
Well, I definitely had emails of complaints, Chris, about Jack Perry, but I love it.
Rick Plinsky hates him.
Well, the man fits in perfectly the House of Torture. I don't know who they are, but they're sitting here. Be nice to them.
Let's Chris Charlton.
Oh, that's who that is.
Jack Perry wanted to mess with anyone and anything at ringside. Meanwhile, back inside the ring, Narita, we saw that just the other day in his round 2 matchup with Zack Sabre Jr., and it took him into the quarterfinals. As Narita, looking for the cover, but for Kenta Sato saying no. Kenta Sato on the wrong end of a double jump curb stomp just 2 days ago.
Poor Kenta Sato.
Yeah, folded our official in half.
Well, why did he stand there? What was he thinking? Get out of the way.
I mean, our referees have been curb stomped, they've been gene blasted, they've been bumped in the gob, everything over this tour.
Gene blast on the referees.
Instant disqualification normally.
Well, House of Torture in control of this match early on, which is just what you like to see, don't you?
Well, just like you would like to see. I don't know about the rest of the fans in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but see Shota Umino keeping his eye on the action, but every now and then we'll glance over at Jack Perry. Knows that there's always some sort of behind-the-back maneuvers that House of Torture likes to utilize, just like this. Chris, I know you weren't in attendance for Ren Narita's match with Zack Sabre Jr. in New Japan Cup, but it was the closest we've seen in singles competition. WGP Junior Heavyweight title on the shoulder. Direct drive, looking to drive himself into a future opportunity for that championship. We've been talking throughout this series, Chris, that we have seen a renewed confidence of in holding the title.
Oh, but the cameras haven't picked it up there.
And we haven't seen Sho in a little over a week, ever since he lost that junior heavyweight title without ever losing it.
It's a miracle. He's recovered. He walks again.
Oh, give me a break, Gino.
He's cured.
There was nothing ever wrong with Sho. He claimed emotional damage losing a standard singles contest to Tetsuya Naito, a position that he's been in the past with other competitors in New Japan.
The man had a neck brace, crutches, the sling. What more proof do you need?
Anyone could go buy a neck brace, Gino.
Oh, where from? The neck brace store?
Yeah, the neck brace store. You know the neck brace store?
Yeah, I know the neck brace store.
Yeah, you're there all the time.
The man is a victim.
Sending Chris to the neck brace store. Well, it's officially underway. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
Got that denim jacket wrapped around the throat of Yo.
Well, I don't know if you know, Chris, House of Torture have opened a scarf store and are ensuring everyone is covered around the neck.
Where do you think Sho got the neck covering from?
Well, you told me the neck brace district.
The one the House of Torture runs. Got it on a discount.
Well, the man is a victim in my eyes, and now this match is to prove that the title is rightfully his, and Kanemaru will hand it right back to him.
Well, Chris, I think there is some legitimacy to what you're saying. I mean, selfishness in professional wrestling, nothing new. And Yoshinobu Kanemaru, despite how unified House of Torture may be, would love to add the junior heavyweight title to a long resume, which lacks the title in itself.
Right, it's all nice, but Hiromu, just purely from a technique perspective, I'm going to give it to him.
And Takamichinoku says, so what? Hey, here we go. Hand around the throat of Sanada. Got sent. There's a reason that man made it all the way to the semifinals. Lost out to Hiroki Goto in our main event 2 days ago. Sanada, plancha to the outside.
I'm sure Hikuleo was thinking that maybe Sanada would give him a shot at some kind of future title, but Sanada had other plans there.
It's any combination of just 5 guys you can see competing for tag team gold in the future. And of course, we keep acknowledging the strong open weight tag titles covered here. Milan, Sanada, just the 1 count. It was Yuya Uemura and Taichi that more so had their sights set on Chase Owens and Kenta's IWGP Tag Team Championship.
Everybody wants the gold. We can talk about being the best as much as you like, man, but you need to have the hard way to prove it.
Well, Hikuleo sending Sanada crashing to the mat and able to get tagged to ELP. He's now the freshest man in this match.
Oh, the balancing act. Got him. High angle senton bomb into the end. No. Thought that moonsault would get the job done. Couldn't manage to do so, and it's the Paradise Lock instead. Battles out of it as LP. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey.
Hey, look for the Paradise Lock on his own. Here's a little bit of your own medicine for Sanada.
Has he got it?
Oh, his own version, yeah.
Well, there's only one way to unlock the lock, Chris Charlton.
An Milano collection. Over here to our left, delighted. LP's been watching tape.
Inserting the key and a lot of pressure on himself. But everyone in this situation, all across their careers, understands high pressure, and we're getting it right here.
It's all about how you deal with pressure, and this is how House of Torture deal with pressure. Attacking en masse before the belt, getting in as many cheap shots in as possible.
Well, Evil's got a point to prove. He's frustrated. He's angry, and rightfully so. He won that match.
Say what you want about Evil and Shingo Takagi, but if Shingo Takagi could manage to pick up a victory over Evil here in this situation, it could lead to a future never openweight championship match.
What?
Well, you said the same thing about Evil and Naito. Why can't I make the same thing?
Because I like Evil.
Oh, okay, that's how it works. well, the truth is the truth on both sides of the playing field. And Shingo Takagi, of course, a former never openweight champion in his own right, defended back at Wrestle Kingdom 18 this year.
Smart of Evil to roll out of bounds. Pin Bomber was in his future. Well, I think. Uh-oh, look out, look out.
God. Oh, no. And Shingo sent right into the barricades here at ringside, and Evil far from over here between Evil and Shingo Takagi.
Get him, Evil.
It was a great war that we saw between these two men in the quarterfinals, and it was Shingo Takagi that would lose out in the end. No. And now they're going to be taking it to the audience here tonight. We're going to do our best to follow the action. Oh, Shingo calling for clearance. It doesn't matter whether there's people there or not.
Nice for Colonel Sanders to join us in the crowd tonight.
A cement barrage and an iron will for the veteran Goto.
Tsuji in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, bad spot to be in if you are Yota Tsuji.
Boys Walker, Shotenkai! Shotenkai!
Shotenkai cover here! What?
Tsuji's alive!
How he beat Takahashi in 2012, and it did not put Tsuji down.
They brought him his last New Japan Cup victory. Could not do so tonight. Not yet. There is still hope. There is still breath in the body of Hiroki Goto, but that means the same thing for Yota Tsuji. And Goto calls on that warrior spirit, calls on the energy from his father, wants to do this for his family, for chaos, but there might be not for Goto in the end.
Tsuji, desperation knee.
I think you hit it right on the money there, Gino. Desperation at its most desperate.
And the crowd cheering on Tsuji, they can't believe it.
A world that is invested in the back of Yota Tsuji and the beliefs of Yota Tsuji, a new era.
Distance, Walker, distance.
Well, I hear you, Chris. I know what's coming. And Goto might as well. That three-point stance. Here we see it. He won the... Oh, my God. A lariat. A lariat that may be the savior for Hiroki Goto's chances here tonight.
Oh,
my God! Speed Blaster! Cover here, Yota Tsuji. Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe this. We haven't seen anyone kicked out of the Gene Blaster.
A spear driven through the rain that Hiroki Goto trying to make fall.
Yota Tsuji clearing the clouds here tonight. And leading the world, leading New Japan Pro Wrestling into the promised era.